Hey everybody! I wanted to take just a minute to share a couple of my favorite readers that will take you from toddlerhood all the way through early elementary age kids. And one of my favorites is The Complete Book of Farmyard Tales. This is an amazing value. This book is $24.99. It's hardback with a padded cover, and as you can see, it comes with a CD that reads the stories to the kids. But this specific book is a shared reader, which I love, and I'm going to tell you what that means because it truly shows the value of the book. So everything happens on Apple Tree Farm. Every story that's in the book starts with, "This is Apple Tree Farm." Kids love predictable stories and predictable text, and so you know that every story starts the same. So if you notice on the page, sorry, I'm trying to get it to where you can see, the text at the top is larger than the text on the bottom. So when you read the story to a toddler, you can just read the text across the top. This is Apple Tree Farm. This is Ted. And you continue to read the story, and the story makes sense just by reading the basics across the top. Now, the stuff at the bottom is actually supporting text. It's really the details of the story that gives the story more definition. So when you're reading to a toddler, you can just read the top. When you're reading to an older preschooler, you can read the top and the bottom together for a longer story that's a little more interactive. The best part about this book is that on every page, there is a yellow duck hiding on the page. I'm having trouble right now. Let's see. Can you find the yellow duck? I could be covering him up. Actually, I probably am covering him up. Oh, look, there he is, right there hiding in the bush. So if you are asking your child to look for the duck while you're reading, and then when you're done, show the duck, then that gets them interactive. It keeps them engaged in the book. So you read the whole story that way. Then when they get to become early readers, they read the top. So they read, "This is Apple Tree Farm," and then you read the bottom. "This is Mrs. Boots, the farmer. She has 2 children called Poppy and Sam and a dog called Rusty." And then they get to this page and they say, "This is Ted." And then you read the bottom. So you're sharing the story, you're building their reading skills, and you're doing it together, which is fantastic. And then by the time they're in 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade, they're reading the whole book by themselves. And it's super special because they've been reading it since they were little. It's a great way to build confidence with reading. And again, at $25, this is an amazing deal because it's got 20 stories in it. There are several others in that collection too. We have the princess stories, Bible stories, fairy tales, and then there's a few other first experiences that are also in that collection. And anything that is illustrated by Stephen Cartwright down here, that's the guy that has the hidden duck. And so any of his books are going to have the duck hiding on every page. So as you're looking online and you notice that, anything by Stephen Cartwright's going to have the hidden duck, so you know that they'll be fantastic to look forward to. Again, these have the same format as Complete Book of Farmyard Tales and are great deals and great books to have to build your early reading library. 2 others that I want to highlight for you super fast. Ted and Friends is also another amazing value. This is a collection of 12 of our phonics readers. This one does have a CD that reads the stories as well. And what I love about Ted and Friends, you can see this is a copy all the stories that are in the book. But I love this one because the font is fantastic. It's big, it's easy to read, but it also has flaps with additional story parts in it. So this is a lot of fun too for those readers who are just starting to read. They like to still be interactive in the book. And again, this one is also by Stephen Cartwright, so you can read aloud to younger kids and they can keep looking for the duck. One other collection that I did want to mention, this is not a phonics reader or a share reader, but just a great collection of stories, the Big Book of Little Stories. These are fun little stories. You can see the table of contents right here. There's a lot of different stories in it, but what I love is the pictures are great. There's not a lot of text on each page, so the stories are short. They're perfect for reading before bedtime, and you've got the handy dandy bookmarks so you can mark where you read every night. So again, just another great collection of stories for our younger readers to read after bedtime. We also have some fairy tales and other things that I would highly encourage you to read. Read above their level. Just because they can't read it doesn't mean you shouldn't be reading it to them. The more language they hear, the better readers they're going to be when they get older. So thanks for listening, and I hope you guys enjoy them, and promise that you will not regret adding those to your cart.